Tony Yayo
That
told
outfit was
50 Cent
definitely
himself.
crazy,
Y'all
Jay.
could Google it. Tony Yayo said, I wouldn't do that if I was, because Tony Yayo ain't got no money. Come on, man.
All right, so check it out, man. Boom, check it out. Let's get into it. You know what I'm saying? You rocking with your boy, man, Buck Breeze. Mr. No Slacking himself. No slacking involved. That shit is bad for your health. You know the vibes, man. Yeah, let's tap on in, man. So check it out. Got some shit going on. Let's get into this Rick Ross and Jim Jones and 50 Cent beef and all that, man. Know what I'm saying? We're gonna catch it. We're gonna jump into this shit and see what's really good. See what's popping. Yeah, word up, man. Let's spark up and let's tap on into this, man. So you know, it's been a lot of shit going on lately. You know what I'm saying? This whole 50 Cent, Rick Ross, Jim Jones shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's tap into this shit, man. You know what I mean? It seems like Jim Jones and Rick Ross kind of trying to troll 50 on some shit. I don't know what's going on, man. Let's tap into it. Let's see what's really good.
I hit Ross. I said I needed to do the video. What you said?
It's too easy.
Shit.
It's too easy. However we want to do it.
Yo, that's gonna piss 50
Tomorrow,
off.
yacht day.
Tomorrow is yacht. Today is plane day. I'm pulling out. First car show going to the promised land. I already got my vehicle. Stop playing with me, you heard? I ain't got time to waste. I'm from the jet to the spot, you heard? Promised land. Meet me at the car show. Capo.
Look at that. Hold up. Was that electric suitcase or some shit? What the fuck was that shit he was on, yo? Hold up. What was that? He said already got his vehicle and all that shit while he run. Oh, okay. The suitcase wasn't moving. His feet was moving. He just happened to be sitting on that little ass suitcase. That's what's going on.
On the waist. I'm from the jet to the spot, you heard? Promised land. Meet me at the car show. Capo.
Oh, nah, that shit.
People you with.
Yo, you see that?
Energy up.
Hold on.
Jet to the spot, you heard? Promised land. Meet
You see that shit? That shit like moving and shit right here with his hand. He doing like this and it's moving. That's crazy.
me at the car show. Capo.
Oh, I need to get one of those.
People
That's a
you with
suitcase?
can possibly energy up for something you supposed to do. You can't come out with that energy, man. It's bad energy, man. It is bad energy, man. Nobody's happy over there. Everybody's sad. Everybody act like they happy.
Yo, what? So you gotta stay in good company, man. One ninja teeth falling out, the other ninja got a full gray beard. Try to show ninjas a chrome heart scarf. Yo, 50 be off the hook for his shit.
I need this phone.
Do a biggest promo on that. Don't forget it.
Big diamonds, let's go. That's fire right there. Battling that car show would be crazy. Okay. Big diamonds and stuff. Yeah, Juicy Girl, you know the vibes.
Oh man, it's over.
That stuff, the crazy plane and all that.
Video.
A los verdaderos maleantes que todo le puede llegar y llegue el loco. Esto le representa para que esté claro el verdadero Gorilla Glue, Rick Ross, el verdadero monstruo.
You better believe it. They call.
What he just say? Anybody know what he just said? Somebody jump in the comments. Let me know what the fuck he just said. I just heard somebody say something about shaking, man, talking about shake boy lingo. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the whole boy just said.
The video.
A los verdaderos maleantes que todo le puede llegar y llegue el loco. Esto le representa para que esté claro el verdadero Gorilla Glue, Rick Ross, el verdadero monstruo.
You better believe it. They call me
100%. Whatever he said, yeah. All I understood was 100%. Okay.
Time to go get some more money.
Big.
Start us tonight.
Red.
Grab you a Pele, pull up. You heard? Don't play with it. Bring some money with you, because this ain't the type of party. You heard? And for this ain't the free night. You heard? Them babies gonna need some money to be thrown. You heard? Come in there with something. I don't care what you got. 200, 300, blow that shit. You heard? But don't pull up. This ain't the free party. You heard? But bring it out. You heard? And throw a Pele on. You heard?
Y'all know we going crazy with that car show. Slippery Soap. It's the #1 detailing package in the game.
I think Ross better be careful with these names he coming out with. Slippery Soap. That shit sounding a lot like Diddy's baby oils.
Proud to put my face on it because it's the very best. I'm talking the very best. If you love your whip, ladies, if you love your man, fellas, if you love that classic you got, you feel me? You gotta get that pack right there. Come on now. You ain't too late. You ahead of the game.
Guys,
It's the
picture
biggest.
on the motherfucking. Yo, Rick
Biggest
Ross.
event of the year,
Funny
Rick
dude.
Ross Car Show. Get your tickets right now. I know you know by now Plies performing, the Boss performing, and the young legend Bino Breach performing.
Tell that bitch dying, you hear me?
You already know what that new record feeling like in them streets.
Man, we streets up right now. That new LA going crazy, you know what I'm saying? Streets with it, the well with it. I'll make sure y'all screen that and blitz that, dog, because I'm ready to buy for the summer.
But look, what it's feeling like being on that tour. You see Boosie Badass. Plies gave you some positive words on the curve. You seeing a lot of real out here on this road.
Yeah, but I growed up on, you feel me? Like the soundtrack to me, jumping on the post type shit, you know what I'm saying? So clicking over them boys and just this bitch, you feel me? Like really doing it. Nigga, at that shit, boy.
Yeah, what y'all think, man? You know what I'm saying? I got some more shit for that, though. Hold on, wait on. What's up, my boy? What's good, Joshua? What's poppin'? Yeah, I don't know, man. It seemed like they're really trying to, like, you know what I mean? It's like they're really trying to get on some shit. Really trying to go against 50. Like, they're trying to gang up on a nigga or something. Huh? This is Rick Ross talking that shit to 52. Seen that clip Rick Ross asked, would they get milk out of almonds? Nah, I didn't see that.
Hey guys, did you know some?
I didn't even see that. That's crazy work, though. You know, this trolling shit, man. You know, who y'all think gonna win and come down to it at the end of the day? Ross or 50? I think we kind of know where this shit's going, you know what I mean? How y'all feeling out there today, man? Hope everybody feeling good, doing good. Got your head on straight. Word up. Hit that, my boy. Hit that like button. Double tap the screen. That subscribe if you fuck with the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it, man. I was talking that slick shit to 50. Get on to it.
I didn't know that they say I was the only person that 50 Cent up. I ain't know that. I'm going to be honest. Come on, man. Look at Tony Yayo and Auntie Murder. Them niggas need facials.
Did he just call Uncle Murder Auntie Murder?
Oh, no, skin ain't even right, boy. But look, 50. Boy, I see you struggling making that G-Unit film studio out there in Louisiana where that cheapest land at. You thought you was going to be able to do it. You thought you was going to be able to get them loans, and it ain't. What's wrong? What's taking so long? I know you want to make your mama one of them walking stars thing. Put down there. How your mama live. Make her own walking star. Let me get one of them Bel Air bottles to hold up on these. Man, you heard what I just said? Skin bad, man. You see that Auntie Murder? Ain't never killed nothing. But that need a facial so bad. When I be seeing them blackheads on them skin, damn is doing bad. And 50, stop. You left your last.
Hold up. Not Ross. Up there talking shit with his t-shirt all stretched out. We know he got the bread, my boy, but come on, chase that shirt, my boy. You wilding out right now. What's going on?
So because of something they said had to do with me. Don't leave Tony Yayo down.
Nah, he just got in a
Come
fight
on, don't
something.
leave Louisiana. Don't quit like that because you showed a picture of how you wanted it to look. We call it renderings. You had the renderings, then you try to go get them loans and ain't nobody loan you that money. You ain't even built the G in the studio yet. That might be why when I stood
Rabbit
next to
hole was
Meech,
the vibes, my boy.
your knees buckle. Your knees buckle. Put your back against the wall. You're hustling.
Damn.
50, who own your masters? Who own your masters? I buy your masters. You better shut up.
How y'all feel about this shit? How y'all feel about this shit? Do y'all really think like Ross got it in him? Go up against 50 like this? Yo, Rabbit Hole, what's the vibes, my boy? He said he came in on him saying Auntie Murder. Word up. Yo, Jen, she said, Jen said, does no one get robbed with their such big chains? Yeah, Jen, you know, they do, man. But, you know, when you walk around with about 10, 15 security guards, you probably really ain't got to worry about shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Real for real. And then my boy said,
I
not in
will
real
buy
life.
your masters.
I don't think so either.
Time for a commercial break. Make sure you stream Nino Breeze's new single, New Era 8. Maybach Music. Thank you.
Work here, you know what I'm
That's the
saying?
outfit you said hurt y'all.
Dream made of, but you gotta go get to it, though. You can't just lay back. You can't just sit on your ass, man. You gotta take that money down. You gotta take that bread down. That's what we out here doing. You know, being wet shit.
Make sure the streets know to go check that single out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. New Era 8, everything's freezing everywhere. That's going up everywhere. The streets, you know what I'm saying? I'm 2 all that one hit, one shit out the window. You know what I'm saying? Nigga do that shit for real now.
Hey, man, jumping up cheap. Make sure you
I
stream
don't
that
know,
New
man.
Era
What y'all
8.
think?
You know,
Jump in the comments, man. You think Ross got what it takes, man, to fuck with 50 on this beef? I don't know. I don't know, man. The way this shit, you know, the way this shit be unfolding, it be looking real crazy, you know, because you got to think about how 50 even came into the game. Yo, check this out, man. I know y'all remember this. This is when, you know, Rick Ross' baby mama reveals, you know what I'm saying, shit, talking about him and all that. Yeah, let's get into it. Yo, Nita, what's good? What's popping with you? What's the vibes?
Ordered by Rick
Really
also
good. How you doing? How you feeling out there, girl?
Rick also has a baby mother who's currently working as a call girl. He has a daughter by Brooke.
All right. It's old fat Jen.
Kick Rick Ross' ass, right?
I'm deciding to your life up. Rick, I'm gonna your life up.
Rick Ross spent years acting unbothered, but his baby mama just spilled the real reason he's scared of 50 Cent. And it's way worse than anyone thought. The same man who built his empire on being a boss has apparently been losing sleep over the one enemy he can't outrun. And when Ross finally clapped back, it wasn't just about pride, it was about survival. The way 50 destroyed him from the inside out will make you wonder how Ross even managed to stay standing. It all started with a look. That's right, a look. One glance at the 2008 BET Awards, and suddenly, Rick Ross had a bone to pick with 50 Cent. Now 50, he had no clue what was even going on. He later claimed he didn't even remember seeing Ross there that night. But Ross, he took that as disrespect. And in the world of hip-hop, disrespect is a declaration of war.
Ross and 50, they've had a long-standing beef for years. And I think this Rick Ross beef is the one beef
Yeah,
that
they gonna
50
come out on top of this shit at the end of
will
the day.
never let go of.
Rick Ross was at the height of his career, feeling untouchable. He had 2 platinum albums under his belt and was solidifying his image as the ultimate rap boss. But when he locked eyes with 50 Cent at the BET Awards, something snapped. Maybe it was paranoia, maybe it was an attempt to gain clout. Either way, he decided to go after one of the most ruthless figures in hip-hop history. And let's be real, that was a move that would change his career forever. The problem? 50 Cent didn't even remember seeing Rick Ross that night. That's the level of pettiness we're dealing with here. But Ross took that as an opportunity to launch an all-out attack. And let's just say he had no idea who he was dealing with. Ross saw an opportunity to create some drama and put his name next to one of the biggest figures in rap. But what he didn't anticipate was that 50 Cent was about to go nuclear.
Is there anything about Ross and his career that you have any respect for?
Oh, no, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. I never wanted to work with him.
Ross didn't just throw a little shade in an interview. He went straight for the jugular with Mafia music. In the track, Ross made a not-so-subtle reference to the house fire that nearly took out 50's baby mama and their son. At first glance, it might sound like typical rap bravado, but everyone knew what Ross was implying. He was throwing dirt on a situation that 50 had already been accused of orchestrating. Shaniqua Tompkins,
like 50's rap on some shit. Yeah, I think this shit's gonna like escalate to something else. You know what I'm saying? What I think, man. Hurry up, Mio. You know the vibes. Let's get it.
His ex even publicly blamed him for the fire, which destroyed the entire house while 6 people were inside. Ross capitalized on that controversy, and it didn't take long for 50 to respond. But Ross didn't just stop at the diss track. He also started making bold claims about his dominance in hip-hop, acting like he had already won the war before it even started. But if there's one thing 50 Cent knows how to do, it's how to drag a rap beef into personal territory. 50
definitely do. That nigga know how to, you know how to make rap beef turn to some shit that fuck your whole life up. You know what I'm saying? Word up. Damn, Josh, my boy Josh said his shit, bike life, man. He was hurt bad in the weight, took a bit, but he back. He be on 2 wheels till he dies, scooter or not. He riding, huh? I heard that, my boy. I heard that. Word up, man. Word up. Glad everybody doing good out there, man. Everybody, make sure your head on straight. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're attacking this life shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He wasn't about to just release a diss track. He was about to dismantle Rick Ross's entire public persona. That's when he went digging, and what he found changed everything.
Say what the f you want about 50 Cent, but I swear this man's pettiness is uncanny. Like this I feel is everybody's alter ego.
50 exposed Ross's past as a correctional officer, something that completely shattered his image as a street-certified boss.
What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? Being that Rick Ross was a motherfucking correctional officer. Like, I don't think it's a problem that he was a correctional officer. I mean, it's just that he lied. You know what I'm saying? Like my boy said earlier. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the point that he lied. Nobody cares what the fuck your job was. Well, if you was a cop, that might have been a little. You know what I'm saying? But you a correctional officer, my guy. Correctional officer ain't shit. I mean, you a guy that's in jail. You know what I mean? And then when he came out talking that shit, you know, I know the real Pablo, whatever the fuck he was talking about. It was believable because he was a correctional officer. We like, well, all right, maybe he was a correctional officer. He was locked up with the niggas, something. You probably give him a couple extra soups and all that shit. You know what I mean? Extra food. You know what I'm saying? It was believable. But the bullshit with him lying, that I think that fucked him up. But it goes to show you, truthfully, it goes to show you how fake this game is on some shit. Because even though he lied, he was still able to run that fucking bag up. You know what I'm saying? Real, yeah, Josh, and he stole, you know what I'm saying, the real Freeway Rick Ross name. He got sued over that shit and everything. But still, you know what I'm saying, bump that music. People don't care. You know what I'm saying? So that, you know, look, and that goes, let's think about this. I was out the other night at an R&B joint, and they was playing R. Kelly in that motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, well, it goes to show. He made good music. You know what I'm saying? Now, is it gonna be like that with Diddy? Is people gonna be playing Diddy music like, oh, well, he made good music? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? I think it's different when it comes down to different shit. Like, yeah, R. Kelly might have been singing to the kids. And y'all might have realized that shit later. Y'all should have realized that shit earlier in the game, but y'all did it. So now people want to be upset. Oh, I'm throwing away all his music. And we not going to play his shit no more. You was singing that shit like a motherfucker back in the day. You knew he was singing to them kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. What we going to do about it? We all here for it, I guess, right? Word up, man. When Josh said he used to love it, even Rick with Meek, now we know they're goofy and probably man fans. Right. It's crazy though. This shit's real crazy when the whole shit unfolds and we find out that all your favorite artists was on some freak bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is crazy. Like, from the motherfucking R&B singers, the pop stars, like all of them, you find out like, yo, it was all on some freak bullshit. I think they even put like Elvis out there on some shit, but he's a fuck with like little girls too. Like, shit is crazy, man. Shit is crazy. I don't know what we're gonna do about this shit, man. It is what it is.
Boss. Ross had built his entire brand on being a larger-than-life kingpin, a hustler who made it out of the trenches. But 50 had receipts. Pictures of Ross in his correctional officer uniform spread like wildfire. 50 made sure everyone knew that the man rapping about pushing weight was actually pushing prison paperwork. Instead of stopping there, he went straight to the source, Rick Ross's own baby mama, Tia Kemp. And let's just say she had some things to get off her chest. Tia sat down with 50 and aired out every embarrassing detail about Ross's.
Sat down, 50 talking all crazy. Think he took her shopping, all this wild shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the music, but I take sides. Zero tolerance for people that use and abuse young artists just because you can. Yeah, Jen, I feel you on that. Whole fact.
Life.
I mean, it's sort of embarrassing to me, you know, because as you listen to his raps,
Look at 50 eating that shit up. Look at that look on his face. He eating this shit up.
Definitely believe him, but I mean, it was surprising that he would sit there and say he spends $200 a month on food, $300 a month on clothes. His jewelry is rented.
According to her, Ross wasn't the boss he claimed to be. She said he was leasing cars, renting jewelry, and living a life that was nowhere near as extravagant as he made it seem in his lyrics.
He don't know where the money came from to put a down payment on a $1 million home. And, you know, it's just sad, you know, and I just want to prove the facts today here on This Is 50. It's all real, coming from Tia.
But that wasn't even the worst part. 50 took it a step further.
Also has
I think people forgot about
baby
this.
mother who's
They forget.
currently working as a call girl. He has a daughter by Brooke, right there. Can you see that? This is like the adult.
Yo, it's crazy, yo, when like your baby moms or some shit, like, you know what I'm saying, like females know you. You know what I'm saying? Josh, yeah, she would know, Josh. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is crazy, man. Like, a female that you deal with like that, that's your baby mom or some shit, she know you. So she know if you was on some fraud shit or whatever the case was. You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy.
This is like where you can find really exclusive whores.
Tia even confirmed the officer rumors.
That he stepped down from the position. And I asked him
Yo,
about it.
50
You
is
know, of course, he denied it, which his sister confirmed it and told me that he was a correction officer. And, you know, that's what it was.
Then 50 went and did what Ross couldn't. He took Tia on a shopping spree to spoil her.
That shit. You know, the correction officer shit was a hard blow, but people really cared. People still fucking rock with him. You know what I'm saying? They was niggas, but they still fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? People ain't care. Well, it's proven that people don't care. Shit, look what 6ix9ine did. People still rocking with him, so.
50 then took Ross's own son on a
Yes,
Vegas trip
Joshua,
with
I
Floyd
think he
Mayweather
did.
and snapped pictures of them together.
I think 50 definitely probably smashed. What y'all think? He done took her shopping and everything. 50 smashed just to be funny. They got his kids at Mayweather house and shit. That's crazy.
And where was Ross? He was being silent. There was nothing he could do to take that back. The internet had already run with it, and 50 had just cemented.
Why would Ross but still fuck with 50 after he did this shit? When you be like, you know what, I'm gonna leave that nigga alone because last time this shit got real messy. You know what I'm saying? To keep it real, like, I'm just saying, like, and if you gonna come after him, then you will come a lot harder than what you came before. You wouldn't come at him with this little mediocre shit, thinking that that shit gonna work, because you know it ain't. What y'all think, man? What y'all think? It's just me? Am I tripping?
One of the most disrespectful moves in hip-hop beef history. But then 50 made a mistake. He took things too far when he leaked a sex tape featuring another one of Ross's baby mamas, Lastonia Leviston. Not only did this move backfire, but it ended up costing him $5 million when she sued him for emotional distress. That lawsuit hit 50 hard. So hard, in fact, that he had to...
So, I didn't know about that. He put out a video smashing with his baby moms. Oh, 50's a boy.
file for bankruptcy. For the first time in this beef, 50 actually took an L. But Ross, he kept making music, acting like nothing happened. And surprisingly, fans didn't seem to care that much about the...
He was too. I remember he was doing interviews and they was asking him like, yeah, you know, so, you know what I'm saying, about the allegations of you being a correctional officer and, you know what I'm saying, how you feel about what 50's saying. He used to be like, album coming out. Yeah. Like, he would never say nothing about that shit. Every time, he'd just be like, my album coming out. I remember that shit, for real, for real.
The Officer Ricky narrative anymore. Fast forward, and just when we thought this beef was over, Tia Kemp decided she wasn't done yet. She went on Instagram Live and let the world know that Rick Ross is still scared of 50 Cent. Why? Because 50 knows too much. Tia didn't hold back. She claimed Ross had deep, dark secrets that he's been desperately trying to keep hidden. She hinted that he might even be involved in something way more serious than just rap beef. The mess got even messier when some vintage Tia flicks started circulating, specifically her 2009 Smooth magazine cover shoot. Now, baby mama thirst traps are nothing new, but what made these pics especially scandalous? She wasn't just posing, it was who she was posing with. 50 Cent, Rose's longtime enemy, casually playing photographer for Rick Ross's baby mama, like it's a personal art project. In the now viral cover shot, Tia is perched right over Fifth, rocking nothing but some lacy black panties, a sparkly sheer top, and bright...
Yo, there's no coming back from that. if you got problems with a dude and he get your baby mama like this, I think the beef is over. If you ain't unalive that man, the beef is over. There's nothing you could say or do at this point. If that man's still walking around, breathing and all that shit, it's nothing you can say and do. You can't even do the same thing back. If you go do the same thing back, it ain't even as lit as it was when he did it, because he did it first. You know how Soulja Boy say, nigga, I did it first, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yo, man. Hey, man.
Bright red heels while he is laid out on the floor with a retro camera aiming it right at her. And as if the whole setup wasn't shady
Crazy
enough,
work.
Smooth Magazine's subheading was even pettier. Where's the beef?
2009.
Guest editor 50.
This shit happened in 2009. He did this to Rick Ross. So Rick Ross decided he was going to take, what, like 7 years and think about this shit? No, I was about to say 17. Hold up, 10. It's like 13 years, some shit, 14 years. So he decided to take all that time and think about this shit and come back. And now come back with this bullshit. He wild.
50 Cent introduces Rick Ross's baby mama, Tia. Like, not only did 50 help Tia get her Lil Magazine moment, but he made sure Ross knew exactly who was behind it. Fast forward to today, and these two are still finding ways to take shots at each other. The latest chapter, Rick Ross linking up with Big Meech after his prison release, a move that pissed 50 off,
Right,
given
he
that
took a
he's the
decade to
executive
think about
producer
this
of the
shit.
BMF TV series, which 50 saw as the ultimate betrayal. He hopped on Instagram with a post featuring a giant rat with the caption, "I think I'm Big Meech." That wasn't even the worst part. In the caption, 50 made it clear that Meech made the biggest mistake by distancing himself from one key person, Tammy Cowens. If you're asking who, trust, you're not alone. Tammy was Meech's assistant and business partner back in the day,
Right,
but
cousins.
plot twist. She allegedly flipped and became an FBI informant, and just in case that wasn't enough, Ross jumped into the mess, laughing at how pressed 50 was over Meech taking a picture with him.
Nigga took a picture with Rick Ross. You like a nigga, put your back against the wall and just slide down.
The back and forth is endless, but there's
You know, I'm really curious. You know what? Never mind.
one person who might enjoy making fun of Ross
don't
just
even
as much
care.
as 50 does, and
I was
that's
just trying to
Tia.
figure out, is Rick Ross' beard like even real? Like, is that some shit he just put up on that motherfucker? You know, fuck it. It don't matter.
She dragged Ross into Diddy's freak-off
It
party
don't matter.
scandal, claiming Ross was involved in some of the same shady dealings that got Diddy hit with federal sex trafficking charges.
Like the f***ing Diddy Doula parties. I'm in this. That's another thing. When is we gonna see you over there with Sean f***ing Cole?
She straight up told Ross to check on his friend, throwing shade at their past parties and that weird social media bromance
That's when
thing.
you had Justin Bieber in there with him looking crazy. Yo, my boy said, I think it's a toupee for the face.
Had.
Go give dog a f***ing hug like I f***ing said. He was on his nuts. Oh,
I think it's glued on too,
you
my
and
boy.
Cali, big fat Cali, your fat ass go out there and cut your yard trying to go viral like Will with no shoes on. Boy, we know goddamn you ain't cutting nothing but a fucking tomahawk.
That's not even the first time she called him out. Tia also took to Instagram Live, clowning Ross for staying quiet about what Diddy did.
Don't be scared now. No Diddy, huh? You scared now, huh? I know y'all on them tapes. Freaky. I know you is. 10 churn have. It's time to show them churns now. I ain't gonna let off here.
Tia wasn't just ranting though. She came with receipts and wasn't afraid to name drop.
So we finna clock this tea right here. Renee says you wanna stay keeping up. We finna talk about some real tea.
Tia went deeper, claiming Rose himself was involved in putting hits on people.
Your brother over there paying people to put this out. He over there paying people to put this out. And running off with his money and it's getting back to me. So now I'm finna send the feds over there to y'all motherfucking empire. See, you had the right bitch today, ho.
Her next move, apparently it's to blow the whistle and send federal authorities straight to his doorstep. And then things took a real dark turn. Kim brought up something that left fans stunned, a murder. She dropped the name Miss Carol, implying that Ross had some connection to the tragic death.
We gonna talk about Miss Carol. Y'all know who Miss Carol is. You know that's behind your brother. I'm finna make sure her family sue y'all whole estate. Cause that case is not closed.
Now, if you're wondering who Miss Carol is,
Boy said her hair has his own pillow. Hey, yo, Miss Carol, I don't know. I ain't hear about that situation.
Kemp claimed she was murdered after leaving her mom's house, and the drama was tied to Ross and his crew. She even referenced a man who was shot in front of Black House, another potential connection to Rose's circle.
We finna dig up a whole bunch of motherfucking maggots right now, ho. I'm not finna play with you, you Ozempic bitch.
Then, in an episode of Carisha Please, Tia spilled more tea. Now, first things first, she's got some things to clear up. This woman's
Yo, hold up. Hold up. She didn't say I'm not finna play with you, you Ozempic bitch. Yo,
been dealing with co-parenting drama with Rick Ross for 18 years, and she's beyond tired of the games.
18 years of the back and forth. If, you know, people that's been around know.
Imagine trying to raise a son while the other parent keeps playing disappearing acts and popping back up like it's some twisted game of peekaboo. Tia's had enough. She's not just here to talk about the flashy headlines, she's laying out all the family mess, dirty laundry, and receipts she's been holding on to for years. And guess what? She claims Rick's out here with more kids than he can keep count of.
I'm getting that. I don't need your fucking check. It wasn't even about your check. You didn't have that when I met you. So my baby wasn't a check baby. All of the 9 or 10 kids you got now, those are check babies.
She got 10 kids now?
Oh, yeah. Y'all didn't know that? See, he only acknowledged toy or whatever y'all know about, whatever y'all could Google, but girl, it's about 9 or 10 curing now.
She dropped some heavy
Did y'all know he had 10 kids? You know that shit.
hints that Ross has some skeletons in his closet that he's been keeping on the low. Like, how about the fact that he has a child with a Russian woman?
He was talking about Drake, girl. He got one that looked just like Drake from a Russian woman. I can't wait till he put that one out there. What you waiting on, fat bat?
But it ain't just about Ross being a dad. According to Tia, Ross is more interested in flexing his power and ego than actually supporting his kid. She tells Young Miami about the time Ross tried to send their son off to a random college in Mississippi just so he could be closer to his grandmother.
Can you imagine having a parent that's, you know, been in and out, being supportive at one point and not being supportive, and you just in the middle of things? You have done nothing. Regardless of what me and Ross' issues are, he's not supposed to take that out on my son. And for years, he has been using Lil Will as a scapegoat because he know that's the only thing can hurt me now.
Tia also gets into the pain of raising a kid who's in the public eye. Her son's off at an HBCU now, and Tia paints a heartbreaking picture of him having to explain to his classmates why his dad didn't show up to his high school graduation. This is a kid who had his dad cheering him on at football games, but when it came to one of the biggest milestones in his life, Ross was a no-show.
He just had a father that was there throughout the past couple years of his high school football games. Why you couldn't make it to his high school graduation? You could have stood on the other side of the auditorium.
And you think that was because of you?
Of course. You know, it's to trigger me in some certain way, make him feel a certain way.
Tia's not shy about how much this hurt her and her son, but she's even more frustrated by how Ross seems to use their son as a pawn in their ongoing drama. And don't even get her started on Ross's sister, Renee. If you thought the beef with Ross was intense, Tia's got a whole side of shade for Renee, too.
Renee is in the middle of everything because she handle everything for Will. So Will listen to a lot of things that Renee says. You get what I'm saying? Renee is the bitter person because she's never had a man to not do anything for her.
Apparently, Renee's been meddling in Tia and Ross's business since day one. Tia's got zero respect for Renee, and she doesn't hold back in explaining why.
I'm gonna be honest with you. She's always been in our business and just not happy for her brother. And I just don't have no respect for that. You know, she know what I have done for her brother, and I've been there. You know, it's not about money, fame, or any of that. She knows that her brother has a heart for me, and she can't take that because a man has never did what her brother is doing for other women to her.
Tia also talks about a case where she got into an altercation with one of Ross's baby mamas.
Child neglect with no intent to harm, battery on her, and aggravated battery to deadly weapon because she was trying to exit the gate of the development that I stayed in, and the car to make her stop, got out, we got into a fight, and I went to jail. Lil Will was in the back seat, he wasn't nothing but a year old, so they
said that mad simple. We got into a fight and I went to jail.
They took me to jail and gave me child neglect with no intent to harm because I left him in the car to get out the car to fight her.
Then Tia gets real about the pressure she's faced over the years to keep quiet for the sake of keeping the peace. But after 18 years, she's done being silent.
Just been back and forth and inconsistency with co-parenting and me being quiet and saying, screw this, let me do what I gotta do for my child. And then saying, bunk this, I'm being disrespectful.
I know that's a good question, Jen. Is it 10 kids from 10 different women? Or what? That is a fucking good question. I wonder that. We got to do some investigation on that shit or something. I wonder, Ross got 10 kids by 10 different women. He probably got like, his first 3 or something is probably by the same woman. Some shit like that. Maybe when he blew, he just started having kids everywhere. Some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Being disrespected. Love. You know what I mean? Because you can be loved all day, but being disrespected in the midst of love is one thing. You know what I'm saying? So it just got to a point to where I just said enough was enough.
She also revealed that Ross has been trying to silence her with cease and desist letters, threatening legal action if she doesn't stop talking. But Tia, she doesn't care. She told Ross to take his legal threats and shove them. Ross tried to respond, but at this point, the damage was done. The internet was already connecting the dots, and it was looking real bad for him. People started questioning everything. Was there more to Ross's past than we knew? Was he hiding something darker? Did 50 Cent actually win this beef? Or did Ross manage to survive despite all the humiliation? Why is Ross so scared of 50 Cent? And most importantly, what does 50 know that we don't? Well, trust, this story is far from finished. If you thought this was wild, wait until you hear what's in our next video. Stay tuned, because this tea is...
Man. I think, man, jump in the comments, man. I don't know how to feel about that shit. I don't know. Rick Ross, I don't know, man. He might as well just leave 50 alone. That shit getting a little real messy. Gonna get real crazy. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, what's popping with you?